Hey, welcome to my workshop. My studio is in a second floor bedroom. It's a nice sized room, especially for a pretty small house. And I've spent a lot of time making it something that works for me. So let me show you around. So when you first come in, my mannequin sits right by the door. I actually move her around quite a bit depending on what I'm using her for, whether that's draping or just storing my costume on her or trying things on. But this is where she lives usually. And then I have two big patterns hanging on the wall. Obviously this is just here for decoration at this point, and this one is waiting to be built. I keep big props in the room as opposed to like storing them in the garage or something where they might get hurt. So I have like my shields, my axes, my Brigitte hammer, this is my singed tank, and then I also have my singed shield over here. And they just live in here as decoration basically because they don't really have anywhere else to live. Obviously I have two really nice windows for natural light. I love them so much. Here I have my writing utensils, my silver Sharpies, and my cutting utensils, all in their own cups. This is my bulletin board. I originally got this to store references, but I found myself taking things off of the board so often to use them that I switched to a reference book. So this is what I use now instead of my bulletin board. Each costume has a tab. So obviously I'm only working on one right now, but like, you know, here's when I get back to Jolteon, she'll have her tab. This is a commission I worked on. Here's Draven. You know, just like each costume has their own tab that stays in here, and it's much easier to like pick this up and take it to the other side of the room or outside, or if I'm patterning somewhere else. And then also I can keep patterns in here that I'm currently working on. Like this is her mitt, you know. And then this is actually my commission tracker. So when I'm working on commissions, I track how long it takes and how much money I spend on it, and that helps me make sure that my pricing is in line with what it's actually taking to do stuff. So this storage unit is where a lot of my like most used tools live. My dad made this container for me and I adore it. I have my heat gun, my blades, my can opener, like common stuff that I use. This is my purse snaps in here. I use them so often that I just leave them out. And then like my googly eye collection. I have two pots of sand here. I use these all the time to weight down foam and sewing patterns and pieces of paper. Like I love these containers of sand, such a silly thing. And then this is Rub and Buff. And then I have some of my contest wins on the wall and a really pretty photograph someone took of some shields that I made. I love. This is my cardboard collection for painting and other messy stuff like gluing. And then I have my cubbies. So let me show you what's in the cubbies. This is the one spot in my workshop that's completely disorganized. This is my junk drawer. It's stuff like Shrinky Dinks, a styrofoam ball. Like it's just like a bunch of stuff that I don't like have to reach for very often. So it's just a big pile, like pipe cleaners. Like This is stuff that I think I probably will use, but for now it's just contained to the junk drawer, and I allow it to be messy. This is a small collection of felt. I don't really use felt, but my workshop cat, Tabby, sleeps in this cubby, so nothing else can go in there. These are my rulers and my reference binder. Oops. Here's tape and my sewing scissors and my pins. Here is, our Kroger went out of business, like the store closed. They put silver Sharpies on clearance, so I bought all of them. So here's, I know, you're jealous, but you can't have any. And then super glue. And then this is my filming equipment and my business cards. Down here is my sewing machine, my iron, and my contact cement. This cubby is full of papers. So I keep like all of the scraps of papers that come into the house, misprints, basically everything, and it all lives in here, and I use it for patterning or for taking like throwaway notes, and that all goes in there. This is all of my patterns. Some of them are just paper clipped, like the more simple ones, and then a lot of them are in labeled bags. So this is miscellaneous small patterns. This is Jolteon, I believe. Yeah, so these are all of my Jolteon patterns. I try really hard to keep it all organized and to recycle the ones that I don't think I'll use anymore, but I also like to reuse patterns, so I keep quite a few of them. This is my commonly used stuff drawer, so I have like my Cosbond adhesive, my sandpaper, like all of my straps. This is zippers, this is Fabri-Tac, Velcro, what is this, magnets, just like sew-on snaps, attachments. This is a big bag of elastic. So like this is the stuff that I'm coming back to over and over as I am making. This is my like get it often drawer. And then finally down here I have my wig head, who looks like crap and should probably be replaced, and my traveling toolbox, which I haven't used at all this year because it's 2020. So that is my storage cubby, and then if you swing around, this is my work in progress cubby. So this box is Leona. So if you open it up, it's just like all of the Leona supplies that I'm actively using. And then this box here is Jolteon. So all of my armor and fabric and supplies that are specific to Jolteon live in that box. And then like, this is what I'm gonna make her shield out of. This is a big roll of pleather for Jolteon. And then my ironing board also lives there. And then right here is my mirror. I like for it to be movable because, you know, whether I need a different light source or whatever, I don't want to just attach it to the wall. So that's why it's sitting on a chair, and I do move it around quite a bit. And then I have my fork and my singed shield. And then this is the foam closet. Let me turn on the light. So organizing the foam closet was a big job, but has made a huge difference. So each of the rolls here is a different thickness of foam. Plus I have like paper, and then there's Warbler somewhere. And it's all organized. And then each of these is a labeled box of one thickness of foam. So here's 6mm scraps, Here's 2mm scraps. Here's 3mm. This one's 4mm. So then I know, like, if I need 2mm scraps, I know exactly where I have to go to get that out. It has made such a huge difference in the speed of my crafting. I love having a box for each kind of scrap. Highly recommend. Also in the foam closet, I have some of my painting supplies. My nice paints are in here, my mini paints. And then I have, like, these are 3mm sheets, which are hard to get, so I kind of keep stocked up on them. And then my dowels and my bevels. This is a thread and bobbin organizer, which I adore. And then I also have this shoe organizer, which I like a lot. Let me show you. So the stuff I keep in here is stuff that I don't reach for quite as often as the stuff I keep in my cubby that's outside. But it's still like things that I want to keep in my room. This is dowel and bevel scraps, washcloths, my wig styling stuff, and then like I love having these handy. This is the TNT foam sampler pack, and I labeled all of them, and now like if I'm ever unsure of what thickness a foam is in my collection, I'll just whip out my sampler pack and like compare it and know what the thickness is. And finally, I have my work table. It's not huge, but I love it. I have my 2 cutting mats, which I haven't quite destroyed yet. A really nice lamp. This is marketed as a mini painting lamp, and it's awesome. I use it not only for crafting, but also for filming and taking photographs for like my tutorials and stuff. And that's it. I love, love, love my workshop. It's like I've spent quite a lot of time organizing it and making it like inspiring and also easy to work in, and it really works for me. And oh, I forgot to show you. There's my little spider. She lives up there. She's my little mascot. She's got armor on and some potion bottles. So that's it. I love this room so much. I know I already said that, but it makes me really happy. It inspires me. It gets me in the mood to create, and yeah, I really love it. I really, really love it up here. So I hope you like it too. I'd love to see your spaces if you want to link a video or pictures or something. And if you're not following me on Instagram, feel free to do that. If you're not following me here, feel free to do that. And I will see you around. Have a great day.